him a little further.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Here with two relieved faces on ROCCAT over Pau and Yankas. Congratulations. Good to see you guys on the desk again because it's been a rough ride. Tell me about this game and utilizing the fact that you guys, one, really needed to win, and two, that Elements had two less bans in your game plan, Yankas.
Well, I think that two less bans helped us a lot because we could have just went for the middle ban. Like we could have just banned one guy and then force him on champion that he's not comfortable with, and just pick like first pick for our mid laner LeBlanc. That's very good in this meta, and then they had no answer about that. And we kind of had to use every method possible that we can to win this game because we were on a losing streak, and we were kind of sad that last week we lost against the new amateur teams that entered the LCS, and well, we did not. As of yet, the expectations were higher than our play, but I hope it will change.
Okay, so Over, I have a little question for you. Since you were the one facing Kevin in that bottom lane, you kept going for those kills but in those ganks, and you managed to find them over and over. Were you just picking on the new guy, or was it was it because of the matchup?
Before this week, like we had a plan to just pick up the kind of weak top laners. Like Youngbuck and Kevin are known for the passive laning phase, so I could just go with some strong early game champion that combines with good with Jarvan or Nidalee and just calm the hell out of him. This game worked out really good, but last game against CW, we didn't do so well in early game, so we couldn't really do that.
It's interesting to me that you mentioned both Youngbuck and Kevin, top laners that were in the league before. You obviously transitioned to top in this season. What will it take for you to transcend and being able to take on the other top laners as well that you haven't been able to get the upper hand over, because the last couple of weeks it just hasn't been working out?
It's hard to say. Like in solo queue, I like to play everything and every champion, every role. So I'm kind of used to playing top lane because it was my second playthrough in solo queue as well. So it's not that hard to transition for me to any other role. And also, mid is kind of similar to top lane. Let's be honest with that, and it's not take that much to transition to top.
Okay, so Yankas, you were known as the first Blood King, terrifying in the last season. Recently, you haven't really been able to find similar success. What do you attribute that to, and do you think you'll come back to power as the king?
Well, I really hope so, but lately in the LCS, I feel like people are playing smarter, and it's quite hard right now to pick up the First Bloods on just ganks. Like usually it's more about the vision control early game and skirmishes that happen very often. So I think we just kind of need to change our play style to play more around early game, around vision, and have those skirmishes, and then hopefully I will be the First Blood King again.
Hopefully. You do mention it, you mentioned it before as well. It seems like the level has just gone up and you guys also can't easily beat the teams that have come out of Challenger into the LCS. What for you has been the thing that surprised you the most and that teams have stepped up in this year that you guys are unable to find those wins regularly?
Well, to be fair, I don't think those teams are that good. I just feel like we are underperforming. And, well, they are not bad as well. Like, they are playing good. Their individual players are good as well. And the game is more about team play right now. So even if someone has, like, a little bit worse player, if the team coordination is good, then they can obviously win. Like, I would say even Copenhagen Wolves, for example. Like, their players are not known for being, like, the top of the Europe. But as a team, they play very well. So they can pick up the wins from the better teams, I guess.
Okay, Yankas, another question for you. Both you and Elements were kind of slumping coming into this match, not really doing that great lately. What made you come out ahead and Elements didn't?
I think the two bands had, well, kind of, it's hard to say, but I think those two bands helped us a lot that they didn't have them. And then it was just like we had to win this match, not only because we lost a fierce match against Elements that we played, so it would have been like 0-2 against them, but also that we have been on a losing streak, and well, it will be really sad for us, and it will be frustrating as well that we are just losing every time. And well, Elements yesterday they looked like very strong team, but at the end Giants won. So today we didn't we respect them a lot, and we're confident anyway going into those match because like we think that we can beat everyone, but it's just that little mistakes that loses the game. So we try to talk a lot about this game, and I guess it worked out.
Yeah. Final question, as you touched on it already, and you say you think you can still beat anyone if everything's right. In the beginning of the season, you said top 3, no question about that. Are you reevaluating your objectives, maybe over POW, or is that still the case?
No, top 3 is still as our main objective, and from there we want to, like, if we go to Worlds, obviously we want to perform really well, and let's see after that.
Yeah, you guys took the first step here. Congratulations, great victory versus Elements. All right, we're going to take a short break, but when we return, Freeze and the rest of the Copenhagen Wolves will look to avenge their Week 2 loss against Meet Your Makers. See you in 3.5.
As we speak, ROCCAT and Elements are setting up on stage. Both will be looking for that crucial win today to turn this split around. Cataclysm goes down and an insta-stun from Kevin. Jankos and Overpower still putting the damage down. AoE stun down. Vanda, he flashes for the deaths. Does manage to connect with the Dark Binding. Now Nutak looking for a target.
I go on Rector stop. Nice.
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 And ROCCAT end their losing streak